Hey Mary, what are you doing there?
I'm enjoying my cup of coffee.
Yeah, but it's podcast time. It's time for the annual review.
Is it already?
Yes, it's no time for sitting there and reading. Time, let's go, come on.
Okay, let's go.
Interesting.
That's a great jump.
I had no idea what to do afterwards.
Hello and welcome to Meet Your Inspiration podcast with Meri and Rich. Here we're talking about inspiration, motivation and empowerment. Our guests are ordinary people who became extraordinary, and we're sharing their stories. We want to empower you to become the person you want to be and to go beyond your dreams.
Today is a little bit different. We don't have anyone sitting here. We just have us sitting right where we are. And we're going to do a little review of what's happened over the last year, which has been pretty amazing.
But there was something very important that happened in between that after I left politics. I took a job in an Amazon warehouse.
Interesting.
That's a great jump.
I had no idea what to do afterwards.
It's interesting to me that not all leaders or not all leadership that I've ever seen came from people who had leadership in their title.
Yes.
Because I think everybody is a leader.
Yeah.
And I'd seen really admirable qualities in the way that peers, people that I'd worked with, people that are younger than me, older than me, had shown me. And I thought, you know what? The way they make people feel heard, or they somehow make you feel like you're the only person in the room. I want to be able to make people feel like that.
If I can give back to the community, and I know that if I die tomorrow, I want my legacy to be that I've helped the community, I've given back, and I've tried and inspire and improve someone's life.
I think I've definitely found the more you exist in an area that is not in your comfort zone, the easier the challenges that life throws at you are to cope with. Because rarely, you having a young son, you go through those weeks and months of having very little sleep, but then you take yourself back to times when you might not have slept for days on military training things. So yeah, definitely I think one of the things that's brought me through is the more I challenge myself, the easier normal life gets. It feels like you're playing life on easy mode when you're when you've done the harder things. So
now, I was horrific years ago. I was like, because it's like anything, because you're looking after it and you want it to go right, because if it goes wrong you fail when you don't want to fail, but sometimes you have to let people fail for it to go right.
Yes, the year was incredible, and we never thought what it's going to be, because last year at this time when we record our annual episode, we had 16 episodes published. This time we've got at least double, for sure double, and we've got most probably around 40 recorded, and the list for next year it's huge and it's building up, and all I can say is we're doing awesome.
It's absolutely amazing. The people we are meeting, the opportunities we're getting is just...
Have you ever thought that this could happen?
No. From the idea, talking over a cup of coffee, let's start a podcast. And now,
for anyone who maybe is landing on our channel for first time, or our episode, Meri and Rich, two people who never done anything in media or podcast 2 years ago.
What did you do? You were accounts payable.
Yes,
that's it.
and you?
I sell equipment in the plastics industry.
So it
sets us up perfectly to be a podcasters.
Just a quick background about us and how all this started. It always started because I said yes to Richard's crazy idea to start a podcast. That was it. We are friends and we know each other over 8 years. But one thing we had in common, and that was the people around us.
Absolutely.
That was something that we were
we're both very passionate about exciting people who've got a positive mindset, people who are actually really inspirational to us, people who shine. And so many people today are miserable and grumpy, but we wanted to surround ourselves with really happy people who just bring out the best in
And
us.
just to give as well a big high five and to share the people who are lifting us, because we all need people who lift us and who help us and who do better, so we can as well do much better than we can.
Yeah.
Um, so that was everything. That over coffee we were talking. Then Richard came up with this crazy idea to have a podcast. I had the crazy answer that I would never thought I would say yes to that.
You were gonna stand behind the camera, if I remember.
Yes, I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I had lots of things, but all I can say is that this is one of the best decisions I made, and all the difference it brings in my life, it's amazing. So, yes, more than happy than anything that we are as well already 2 years going strong, and we're not planning to stop it.
Ever.
So you either subscribe for the channel and you make sure you will be up to date and you're not going to miss any of our incredible guests.
And there are some incredible guests coming. I can absolutely tell you with the lineup. Some of them, I think, even surprised us. People who've said yes to us. You are
Absolutely.
going to be shocked because there's some big names coming. And there's also some amazing people who have got amazing talents, amazing backgrounds, amazing stories.
Shall we first start with a big thank you and shout out to Hampstead House Hotel in Babchow, Sittingbourne, Mike and Mandy, the people who stand behind our idea even before we know what exactly we're doing. We know we want to do the podcast, what it's going to be looking like guest wise and etc. And they were absolutely brilliant in their support with us. And
that conversation happened in the October, and I think the first podcast went out. Well, the first podcast was recorded in February.
Yes.
And they supported us all the way through.
They were very supportive. Yeah, from the minute we shared the idea, isn't it? Which is unbelievable to find someone. And we're going strong and we keep doing it and we love our studio.
This special studio. The snug at Hempstead House is the coziest place ever. And they provide us in the morning with lovely teas or coffee or whatever we need. Honestly, it's just amazing. And this hotel is it is literally like being on holiday but being at home, because it's such a homely place and everyone is so kind and so welcoming, and honestly we love it, don't we?
Who else we say thank you to?
Well, I think we should say thank you to all our special supporters. First of all, we need to thank Charlie, who's been doing all our editing for the last nearly a year. I think Charlie's been doing editing for us, so a big thank you to Charlie. Without him in the background sorting out all our little bits and bobs, we would be not as slick as we are. And obviously now we've got these dynamic views, which is also pretty awesome. So thank you, Charlie, for that.
A big shout out to One Up. That's me and Richard, we absolutely love what he's doing, and this is iTrust. This is an app and a platform, if you're not aware, where the feedback matter. This is where everybody can leave a feedback. This is in the company or clients. They are through. Is it through
a QR code? QR code. So there's a QR code.
And you can share, obviously, your experience. Mainly is used in the big companies. They're using that to make sure that they've got a good company culture.
And also, but like the big events as well. Like for all the football league stadiums in the country will have iTrust, and many other event spaces too. But it's growing and growing and becoming international. I think Nick told us the other day that the latest event is in Australia. So there's also iTrust in Australia and around the world. So it's growing really quickly.
It is, but we highly recommend anyone who got a business to have a look on that platform, because it's, for me personally, I think it's very valuable, and it will give you a great insight about maybe things that you don't know exactly that's going on in your business, and as well it will give you a great feedback from your customers to make sure that you're having a thriving business, fantastic company culture, and happy people all around.
Now, what about our last sponsor? So do you remember we went to a networking event? I think it was the first networking event you went with the Kent Invicta Chamber of Commerce. Do you remember? So we went along to this event and we met this man, and he came along and he started speaking to us about this app to download. The app is What's On in Kent. Now, Nick is a really cool guy, and we call him the legend because he is a legend. And the What's On in Kent app, which you can see here, which you should definitely download, is an opportunity to find out what events are going on around you if you live in Kent. And there are all sorts of things covered, but that was such a great thing. And he also runs a business called Networking with a Difference. And Networking with a Difference is something quite incredible. So the events that we've been to, the different venues, which includes karting, it involves going to vineyards like Gusbourne. We've also been on the river. We went on
Maidstone.
In Maidstone, yeah.
The river and that beautiful castle as well. And yeah, definitely it's something that you can have a look if you're looking for have a really networking with difference. Give a shout, have a look, check on internet, and you will definitely love it.
Absolutely.
So time to
Let's
talk about our
some
guests.
So should we remember our first guest in the new after the last review? This amazing lady, she walked into the room and she absolutely took over this space. Oh, what a character. The lovely Mel.
Mel is an absolutely adorable lady. We just love it. Honestly, I met her on the day when she come here. She walked in and, as Richard said, she really owned the room. And we had such an amazing chat. And I think that was the first conversation that me and you, we couldn't stand very serious. We just laughed with tears with her.
Yeah, we definitely had tears rolling down our cheeks.
Yes, she's absolutely adorable.
Great storyteller.
And go and check her episode because you will love it and you will see how she gave us as well very much lovely tips what and how to do. So
yeah,
check that.
She's definitely the selfie queen. If you want to learn how to do a selfie, check out Mel Deason because she knows how to do a selfie, whether it starts with an A or a Z or a Z.
Yes, it was something, yeah. Then we had
our good friend. My friend, Mr. Tim Wright. I hope you're watching, Mr. Wright. Yes, we're talking about you. Now, what a great leader he is. He runs an amazing, successful business doing electronics down in Margate. And everyone thinks that electronic control cards are all manufactured in China. Actually, no. This company based down in Margate in Kent is producing amazing electronics and providing to some incredible companies across the UK and across the world. So definitely check him out because, to be honest, what an amazing leader he was.
And Tim as a leader, yeah, I absolutely loved listening to him, how he changed the company since he's there, how he changed the people's, exactly the company culture there, isn't it? It was really, really interesting to listen to that. And as we often like to say, very often these guests become friends, and Tim is one of our really close friends nowadays. It's awesome to listen the stories how sometimes he will need to go, he will need to speak with some of his employees, he will need to make that extra step for them to support, to help with sometimes stuff that it's not exactly work related. But this is showing his great example of leadership. So it was a really nice episode, going quite strong as well. People are feedback to us a lot. So another great one.
Yeah. Then we had two ladies, our first duo, I think, for the podcast.
I think so, yeah.
And not only a duo of ladies, but also two businesses they're representing. So we had Noreen and Julie. We met Julie when we went on the radio in Tenterden. Mm-hmm. So she was one of the presenters with another amazing guest we had, Mr. Paul Andrews. We went on their radio show. But Noreen and Julie, so they run a recruitment company. Diamond Recruiting.
Diamond. And as well, dating networking event, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great duo, doing fantastic job in very different fields. But it was a great pleasure to have them here and to speak with them about all sorts of recruitment, about dating. And I think we had from them quite good tips about LinkedIn, about CVs and bits like that. So worth checking.
Yeah, definitely. Then we went international again. So an good old friend of yours,
Yeah,
the
even it
lady from
was
Bulgaria.
yes, lady that was for lots of years. She was living here in England, and I met her briefly 10 years ago. Just kept the little touch over social medias, and she was one absolutely brilliant guest, Ivanka Ejova.
And if you watch the episode, you'll know it was recorded at Christmas because she was definitely our Christmas belle last year, wasn't she? She looked
She was
absolutely
awesome, yeah.
amazing. So yeah, she made a real special effort. But it's really interesting episode. She's a psychologist, and her understanding of people is phenomenal, and her education and everything she did and what she's even still doing now is absolutely remarkable. So do check out that episode because it was fascinating. We learned so much about understanding about people and also how we could actually understand about people around us more clearly, which was fascinating, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Next guest was Jenny Smith.
We went to school.
Absolutely adorable lady that is based in Faversham, and she is looking after Kent test, and she's preparing the kids to be ready to go and sit on this test. As
Test also
calm
known as the 11 plus.
11 plus,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
As calm as possible. And I had personal experience with her. She was teaching my son and lots of other kids that I know. And this is what led us to go and speak with her if she will be willing to join us. We love it. We love it. She creates a very
Amazing
nice
environment.
space
Yeah.
where kids are absolutely happy and feeling confident and feeling supported. And it's always about what you obviously it's the teacher's approach, isn't it? It's
the good thing as well, we actually recorded that episode actually at the venue,
her place, yes.
and you get a good idea of what the venue's like, and it was quite amazing, and the way it's laid out and the friendly space and how the children are well protected and safe. It was fascinating. So yeah, Jenny, thank you for that. That was quite amazing. And again, if you're interested in learning a little bit about the Kent test, the 11 plus, and what is needed, then that's a great episode to watch. Hey, then it was time for a glass of wine, if I remember.
Oh,
Do you
he
remember?
was awesome. Absolutely, I do. Brian
Shao Rodriguez.
You lovely boy. We met him over a year ago, obviously. I think he was at Chilston Park on a networking event. It's adorable. The way how he presents himself, the hat, the umbrella, honestly, absolutely stylish.
A real
gentleman.
character.
Yes.
But we walked in here in the morning to set up, and there was a bottle of wine
Waiting.
sitting on the side with two glasses. We thought, hello, we're in the wrong room. But no.
Yeah, we told that someone is coming in the room, but
we did.
Looks like he ordered to be prepared the wine because we had live wine tasting.
We did.
Brian was absolutely lovely. He was telling us all about wines. Me personally as well, I learned a little bit more.
So now, whenever you go out, I guess you always taste your wine now, do you?
I give it a try, yeah, because before
And a
I
little
was
smell?
before I was worried to do, but yeah, we had that chat, and
We did.
Brian was absolutely awesome. Check him on our episode and on the platform, and check on all other social platforms because
he's everywhere, and he's a really cool guy.
and he's lovely.
And if you need a sommelier to come round to your house and to present wines to your guests for a special night or a special party, give him a shout.
I'm not sure if you know, but I've seen him on TikTok, and he's so beautifully playing on piano as well. So it's a man of talents, honestly.
Super talents. Then, do you remember we had the Queen of Networking?
Oh, yes.
Miss Leanne Eason.
Leanne, sorry, but there are so many moments on that episode that I absolutely love them. I just love them. Yes.
I think the funniest bit was when she was describing when we were in London.
Yes, that's
do you remember?
the thing. Yeah. But yeah, Leanne is awesome, and she gave us great tips how to network right, how we can take the most, how we can give enough to other people, and yeah, it was brilliant, and her story was wow.
Yeah, it surprised us a lot.
Absolutely amazing. Next guest was found on LinkedIn.
Yes, Elizabeth Willits.
Absolutely, yes. we like her story. We like how she's creating a platform for, I wouldn't say mainly women, because it was for women, but I think
Yeah, a lot
it's not
around,
only, isn't it?
No, but a lot around women.
But it's a
particularly
bit more
um,
about giving them the flexibility and the opportunity that they can have their family and they can work. So that was what attracted
particularly
us
around
to
families,
her,
wasn't it? Because it
isn't
was
it?
like around so people could work from
Yeah.
home, and it was in recruitment as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically, she's giving like a platform and opportunity to women to find a flexible and part-time roles and anything that can fit their life. So that was quite nice.
Particularly for mums, I think for stay-at-home mums, I think it was a really good opportunity, and she had such an amazing energy and passion and drive, and that's what really opened us up, didn't it? We really thought it was really positive and exciting. So yeah, so that was good. Now we go to the world of motorbikes. So this is really cool actually because we
The pre-story is good.
the pre-story. Yes, the pre-story. So I went to go and get some business cards printed, and the lady who was doing the business cards told me that I might be interested to interview her son. And her son rides motorbikes. I thought, okay, rides motorbikes, cool. Little did I realise that not only did he ride motorbikes, but he's also in British Superbikes. He races also in the World Endurance. Uh, a young man with an amazing passion for riding bikes and also incredible skill set. We interviewed him prior to the start of this season. This season, he had a great start. He had some difficult moments as well, and then he had unfortunately had a crash, which resulted in him being in hospital after some time after the interview. But oh wow, Tom Ward, what an amazing episode! If you're into British Superbikes, if you like bike racing and following it, he is such an amazing man and such a down to earth kind of
And
guy.
I would say, as a personality, this boy is awesome. 30 years old, but such a life, joy, and in the meantime, such a determination for what he's doing. And he's absolutely crazy and nuts, honestly, on the bike. When I see him, what he's doing on Instagram,
Yeah.
my question was like, what about your mom? But yeah, maybe you have to have this in your blood, otherwise you can't
And he
perform.
loves to perform to the crowds, doesn't he?
Yes.
He gets in front of everyone and he sort of stops and he'll stop on the track and he go wow 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 wow, and then boom, and off he goes, and the bike goes up on one wheel, and he's full of energy. But
Adorable boy, yeah.
Yeah.
We're sending him our love, and we are sure that very soon he'll be back. I think he's getting
fit and
much
ready
better
again.
now.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's a brilliant episode, and just to give you that vibe about the motorbikes.
absolutely. So then we go from one kind of motorsport to another. So we went from 2 wheels to 4 wheels.
But that wasn't just one thing that we were excited about. It was because with Richard we had this plan in our head that we want to bring the young inspiration to people. And I don't think we could even start this series with someone better than Ronnie Smart.
Yeah, Ronnie. Well, yeah, and I hate to say this because, but he is such a smart cookie, and by name. But what struck me was his absolutely amazing thought processes and his focus on winning. So Ronnie is a go-karter,
10 years old.
10 years old, and he has the mentality of Max Verstappen. That's the only thing I could say. I think at the time, for his age and class, I think he had the lap record of every circuit in the karting circuit in the country, and he's going on this year. He's had an amazing season, but wow, what
And
a young man!
As far as I'm aware, he upgraded
To
where
the next
he
class.
is.
Yeah,
He is racing with older than him, but he's just brilliant. And he is so determined, and that passion he's got about the karting is wow. This boy
yeah.
made us to feel like that.
And I'm sure we will one day see him racing in some real senior classes. I really hope he gets to F1. We know that that's a huge journey, but if you watch out for that name, Ronnie Smart, and just keep an eye on him, because honestly, his pathway is similar to, I'm sure, Sir Lewis Hamilton, and I'm sure he has that real drive. And the amazing thing is, as well, he was talking about. I mean, you can imagine a 10-year-old, and he was making sure his diet was right, making sure he was fit, making sure it was all the exercise he was doing for his helmet. One of the things he said was when he was racing, like some of the other young lads, like their head starts to get worn out because they get tired at the end of the race. But because he'd done so much training with, like, making his neck muscles strong, wow.
No,
What a
it was
lad.
impressive.
It's incredible.
And if there is anyone listening this and want to help and support Ronnie on his journey, because the talent is one thing, but unfortunately this is a how to
It
say,
needs
it's
a lot
a
of
field
sponsorship,
where
doesn't it?
need
Yeah.
lots of sponsorship
Yeah.
because everything is really expensive there. If there is anyone or any business who might be willing to support definitely a future superstar, give us a shout and we'll put you in contact with him and his family.
Absolutely. So then we go from motorsport to beauty.
No, that was the cocktails first.
Ah,
We
cocktails.
had Laura.
Ah, we did. You're right.
Yes.
Ah, so
We had the lovely Laura Taylor and her business that she is. Yeah, how to describe exactly was.
well, it was like a
she's doing
pop-up
this-
bar, cocktail
yes.
making, and also she does packages as well. She's doing
And now
like
she's at
drinks
Fenwick
packages.
in Canterbury.
Yep.
And you can have actually not only you can have the little packs that she
They're like
she
a
provides.
kits.
Yes,
Yeah, for
how to
doing
do your cocktail.
your own cocktails at home.
But also they've got a pop-up bar there, which her story is absolutely lovely. And actually her story, after her story, a friend of mine in America contacted us. She created something really beautiful about Laura's episode with really nice like carousel. She was very inspired by Laura's story. So another thing that we don't know each story for who will play such a major role, but Laura was absolutely brave as well to share all the dark sides as well and bits that she had
Yeah, she had some
in
tough times on her journey,
story. Yeah, but
and it massively influenced because she started up before COVID, and then the impact on COVID actually changed her direction, but actually gave her some amazing way and
but now the business is just
flying,
brilliant.
absolutely flying.
So yeah, really, really good one.
Now that
And
was
now-
interesting.
Okay.
So, from Laura Taylor, from drinks and cocktails and dreams, in our case, we went to Rock Rose Beauty
Yes.
to meet the amazing ladies.
And this is a Christmas story, isn't it?
Oh,
We are
it
in
is.
this.
Yeah,
I love that story, and I can't stop talking about that because it was last December when we went in Tenterden, and we had a little bit time before our first radio appearance.
it was.
And we decided to just go in one shop which was so beautifully decorated.
Ethel Loves Me.
Ethel Loves Me, where basically it's a shop where it's all of
Artisans. Is
yes,
that the right word?
of I think so. Of the people in the area that handcrafted and small businesses, let's say, but beautiful. So much art was there. And with Richard, we were just browsing, and the lady Ellie came to us, and she was so lovely. And she started to tell us about the different personalities behind the brand and the product. And we were looking this brand, beauty brand, very nicely arranged. And when she tell us the story about the three ladies friends that wanted to help one of the ladies had a cancer, and it was about the scars after that.
Yeah, she had.
And
It was breast cancer, wasn't it? So it was breast
think
cancer.
so,
So it was,
yeah.
it was like a, and they found out about this particular blend that was actually would have the healing property on the skin.
And
take the
this
scarring
is
away.
basically how their story starts. Three of them together, they create the brand, they create this amazing product. And for us, it was like with Richard, we just look at each other and we knew that we need these people. And,
Absolutely.
So basically, that was in December. We contacted them, and in February, we drove to Hastings. Where is their office, let's say. They are situated. Yeah, we met them in that beautiful
Little
hotel, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. And there's a little spa there, where they actually all the products are used in a little spa in the hotel.
Yes, and we
The old
had
rectory, isn't it?
Old rectory, yes,
That's it.
thank you. Old rectory. Oh my gosh. Yes, if you watch the episode, you will notice the unbelievable nice afternoon tea we've been treated to. But yeah, we enjoyed that after the episode.
Definitely. And if you were going to Hastings, absolutely you should check out the old rectory, because
They had
what a
a
little
red something. They had a star, red.
yeah, they did. Yeah, for the
Michelin.
for not Michelin, but it was a red food star. But it was for
Red
the
food
food quality.
star, yeah.
Quality.
But it's highly recommended to go
Definitely.
and have a look and to listen that episode and to see their story. It's really fascinating one, how they're all different, but how their journey, how is like bring them together, and what they created is just adorable. And also people, they are
really amazing.
absolutely.
I don't think we wanted to come home that afternoon either, did we? Because the afternoon tea was absolutely
yes,
super duper. Although it was in the morning, if I remember.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well,
It's you. That's to you, the next guest. I'll say.
so then we had Miss Claire Snowd. Now, Claire is one of the music directors for Faversham Musicals Choir, and she, with Naomi, have built an amazing choir in Faversham, which is all based around musicals. Now, Claire has got quite a history. She is absolutely an amazing voice. So I think if you
angel voice.
if you watch the beginning of that episode, you'll see her amazing voice as she sings. But she's produced musicals on a small scale. But honestly, she's such an energy, and her passion for music is just phenomenal.
And I never met anyone know much more about musicals than her. So she's
do you remember we went on a quiz, and luckily she was on our table for the quiz,
Yes.
and there was questions about musicals, and she just knew them all, of course.
We were just
Claire.
smiling. She was answering the questions. But yeah, it's a great another one. She's quite young girl. I'm impressed by her as well. Again, determination to create and to produce this. Even on a small scale musicals, this involve lots of work and effort for us to go and enjoy an hour or hour and a half. We had the privilege to see some of her work, and
Went to the Wizard of Oz?
Yes,
Yeah,
Wizard of Oz, and as well a few things that she was doing around in Faversham to on her own, or always, actually it's not on her own, but it's always with team and collaboration. But the thing is that to go and support something local is very valuable and important. And in the meantime, as was it one thing I watched, I think you've been there as well, it was about the musicals.
The Sound of Musicals.
Yes. Oh my word, I couldn't believe it was right in Faversham, very close, where you don't need to go on train, you don't need to spend lots of time and money and etc. But you got equally amazing experience. So highly recommend. Keep an eye. Sounds of Musical, Claire Snowd. Watch the episode if you're interested. She is adorable.
And then we had Mrs. Zoe Carnes. Now, Zoe is one of the leading social media experts in the country. And what a privilege. Not only did we have the opportunity to meet her at ZC Live, but we also had the opportunity to sit down and talk to her. We've worked with her a little bit as well. She's helped us on collaboration, particularly with ways for us to learn about social media. Now,
her stories as well, absolutely fascinating. Where she started, where she is at the moment. She's constantly helping.
Always.
She's one of the accounts you will find on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook that is giving so much for free tips, how to build your social media presence, what to do best. And also you can be part of her academy, which is very valuable over there. If online she's giving you for free so much, I want to tell you that academy is like, it's all about you. You've got a huge amount of knowledge in your hands. It's all about your time and how much, you're going to be involved in that to learn and open to learn. But
Because
so it's,
we hear obviously a lot about, I think on Diary of a CEO, like Steve Bartlett always talks about testing and checking. Well, that's exactly what Zoe's company does. They are checking and testing all the algorithms, seeing what's happening. And as things evolve and change, she is right up to speed with what's happening next. And like little updates, if you use Instagram, then her Instagram tips are never ending. I think every week she comes out with something new, some new tip. So if you want to grow your channels, she is one of the people who can absolutely show you the way. And if you need help with, if you've got a small business or even a larger business, I mean, she works with some pretty big businesses, doesn't she? And she helps them with their marketing and social media campaigns. So definitely, Zoe Carnes is someone to check out. Please do watch your episode, because even in that, there's some absolute nuggets of information.
and how much I love to see that, having her, because we are building our community, I would say, and how adorable is to see how people start to work each other together. So this is another thing that we love
Yeah.
to see. So more
And
and
talking
more.
about collaboration, so after we met Zoe for the first time at ZC Live, there was another lady which we met, and Zoe had actually helped this lady, Kathy Heyman. Now, Kathy Heyman, she runs an incredible business which is supporting. Actually, her business has changed, but
Yeah,
the
it
business
was
that we
changed
had,
'cause when Kathy was actually our guest twice, but the second episode is coming in the next year. So basically, first time when she came, she had one business.
Conscious Living.
Yes, and now it's improved, but we're not going to tell you what it is. You will see very soon. But it's adorable lady, absolutely adorable.
And she had such a difficult time, and she's told her story. When she was setting up her business, she was setting up, she needed an app to run her business, and the development of the app really had a lot of problems. And her resilience and the way that she went through, and in the end, actually, Zoe helped her and supported her and took her to the next level, and that business then started to thrive. So a fascinating story, and Kathy is just amazing support. She's absolutely lovely, and she's been a great help to both of us, hasn't she, through various different things.
And she's our first support on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you very much, Kathy, for that. It's very, very much appreciated.
And if you are enjoying today's episode and you want to support us on the Meet Your Inspiration podcast, please do go to Buy Me a Coffee and click the link below and buy us a coffee.
Daniel Doust, this guy, yeah, honestly, maybe we are saying that for our guests, but that's the thing. Anyone sitting on this sofa, it's incredible. With Daniel, it's very funny because we've been to, as we talked earlier,
another networking
Nick,
event,
and his networking with difference.
Yep.
This is where first we met Dan on
Battle
karting.
Cast.
Yes,
Battle
kart. And the thing is that I almost didn't spoke with Daniel there unless at the end, literally at the end, where Nick said that he's a great man and most probably is a very good fit for the podcast. Then I had a phone call from an old friend of mine who started to talk to me how I need to have Daniel Doust on my podcast. And I was like, that's interesting. How you know Daniel? And I obviously, it was a really nice story about it. So we had double recommendation for Daniel.
We did, yeah. And
we contact him.
What an amazing device he developed. So this device, it hangs around your neck, and it's one of those things that if you're in a panic situation, and it was the TED and TED alert, and basically you press this button, and it would basically contact emergency services to get support. And it's something particularly for your, anyone who's infirm, anyone who's going through difficulties, maybe someone who's liable to fall or have epilepsy or any of those type of things.
Yeah, he gave so many examples. For some parents that their kids went in another town and they were worried about them, they can have it just in their pocket. It's life-saving. It's unbelievable.
It really is.
And not only that, but Daniel is an incredible entrepreneur, someone with an amazing story and personality, again, top.
And I mean, the podcast called Meet Your Inspiration. Well, he really is a young inspiration, a fantastic guy, and definitely worth listening.
I love that thing with the clouds.
Yes.
What was aim for the
clouds? And
no,
aim above the clouds.
something. Aim for the sky? No, is
Yeah.
it aim for the sky if you fell off?
If you fell off and you land on the clouds, at least you've reached a higher level.
Yes,
that was the key.
It was really, really good thing that he shared with us.
Next time we should rehearse.
Yeah, but that's the magic of our being authentic.
Absolutely.
Everybody can do with rehearsal and transcript. Not everybody can do like us.
Well, and then our next guest, Mr. Nick Inge. Oh my word, another guest who had us absolutely laughing.
Okay,
I mean,
I
the
will
story.
laugh after, but yeah, we saw him actually a few days ago again. So Nick Inge is the
founder and
person,
CEO
behind iTrust. This is actually how we know about iTrust, because we had Nick Inge, and Nick Inge is one. I don't know what to say. Extraordinary. He's such a down to earth, amazing man that you can walk on the street and you maybe not even think like, oh, he is extraordinary. But in the minute you meet him and you have the chance to talk to him, wow. And if you listen his episodes, you understand our reaction with Richard, because he's absolutely amazing. But he did, I don't know, I think he's one of the guests with such a colorful journey.
Yeah, exactly.
And nothing stops him.
From working in a bar to being a chartered accountant to being in the police
to being
a
teaching,
detective,
he was
a teacher.
He was
he was a university lecturer before he even left university.
Honestly, it's amazing story. But if you listen, I just want to hear your feedback on that. Yes. And actually, we do have iTrust QR code on our website. So go and give us your feedback about our podcast, about the episodes, the guests, or anything. Just follow. It's few clicks, absolutely anonymous or non-anonymous, depends on you. And give us some feedback, because we would love to hear.
And you can see how the app actually works. The iTrust app works, because it is a really clever piece of kit. Really clever. So yeah, thank you, Nick. And Nick, thank you very much for encouraging us too, because honestly, it's been a massive encouragement to both of us. So thank you. And
brilliant example, honestly, brilliant example.
Yeah, and his networking events, which aren't really networking events, he puts people together to say thank you for the way they support. And again, it's another great example of gratitude and kindness, and collaboration. I mean, collaboration is one of the key things for him, isn't it? Constantly. So that's really cool. So, from Mr. Nick Inge, we have another amazing personality, Mr. Hayden Bloomfield. Now, Hayden is
mastermind. This
absolutely.
is what I can see. Hayden is thinking, I don't know, 500 miles per hour.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, absolutely a mastermind. Great boy with lots of ideas, and his mind is definitely working on another level. And we are very pleased to see that again. This is another person that needs to come and sit again on this sofa, because
his journey is constantly changing.
He was here with one business that he had, and now it's changed and it's getting even stronger and better. We would like to know more, but go and have a look and check, because Hayden is very interesting.
He really is, and he's done so much on LinkedIn particularly, and grown his ability to grow people's channels on LinkedIn is quite out of this world. And so yeah, definitely worth checking him out. He's a key one on marketing, so definitely have a speak to Hayden. Next, wow, our next lady,
incredible lady,
Dr. Blessing Enikomi. Wow, what a lady she is. She's international public speaker. She brings businesses together. She helps businesses, particularly when they're integrating. There are a lot of times when businesses are restructured, and she is one of the key voices behind restructuring and how to make sure that the strategy is correct, to make sure the culture is correct, and to make sure that the whole business runs effectively, and the leaders, the directors are well guided and well supported. And what an amazing lady. And such a pleasure to have met her a few times now, and we look forward to meeting up with her again very soon, actually. So that would be really good.
Yep, absolutely. The next one, Natalie Kent. How I like to call her the little gem of the season, maybe she was. she's a tiny girl, which is not like yeah, how to describe it correct? Yeah, just
She's very
charming,
charming,
younger.
petite,
Yes,
absolutely lovely personality. Not someone you would have expected to be in the police force. Because when you see her, she's far too nice,
but
far too lovely, but wow.
mm,
But
it's a story that
of change,
changed me a
yeah.
lot. I would say everybody played their role and they changed me. I like to say that this podcast is changing my mindset. It changed me a lot. But Natalie had a few things that she said which really sat with me, and they helped me to take some decisions for myself and to do some changes on my path. So, absolutely incredible episode. To hear from Natalie about her experience here with the police was interesting, and how take the she was brave to take the chance that she wanted to give herself to do something she loves. She is dealing with calligraphy and it's so beautiful, everything that she does. We've seen her networking, we've been happy to invite her on few events that we could offer for her to get more connection. It was unbelievable to see how she's flourishing there, the collaborations she made, the people she's, and even now it's I love it when I see on Instagram how she collaborates with people that we know from totally different places. So it, yeah,
She's
she
even teaching, because obviously calligraphy, we see today so many different texts and fonts, etc., which we can get via AI, or we can get obviously on our phones or through Word or whatever application we're using on our computers. But actually, to have handcrafted skill, and she is so skilled, and the way it looks is just beautiful. So if anyone's looking at a wedding or some event and they want some beautiful calligraphy or some way to remember a particular statement and they want it writing, check out Natalie Kent, because she will
and there
do
was
a
one
beautiful job.
line I want to say here, and this is: you've got one life. Think about it. If in 20, 30 years' time you look back, would you be happy with what you did? Have a think for yourself and make your choices correct. What you want to do today, now, and would you be happy with what you're going to see after a few years looking back?
Only we can make those decisions,
Absolutely.
and we should make them. So, from Natalie, wow, two absolute pieces of energy. So
What a duo,
ah,
honestly.
so I went to one of
Nick.
Nick McGowan's Networking with the Differences, and I met this incredible guy, Richard Wise. He arrived in a really nice car, which I was like, well, that's really nice. So we ended up talking about that. And I spent, I don't know, maybe the next half an hour talking to him about what he did and his business. So Richard and his wife, Alex, run a business called Wise Up. And Wise Up is basically working with children, showing children the best ways for team building, getting them working together in teams. But that business also has another offshoot, which is also working with companies and with people for team building. And honestly, that they are working with over 400 schools across the UK. They're working with companies all over the country, and they do simple things. We had an example of their work, I think, where we went to one of the networking events, different ways of lighting fire, and how you can make fire with a stick, and how you can do other ways, and so many really interesting exercises and examples. But everything they do is great fun. Richard told us a story about when he bought a fire engine. Well, you need to watch the episode to find out why he bought the fire engine and the crazy things that happened. But that certainly made us
But
smile and
with
laugh.
Alex, yeah, they are just absolutely incredible duo together.
Husband and wife, but what a great team.
Yeah, love the outdoor activities, and they're doing all their best to help youngsters to go outdoor. They share, honestly, some a bit shocking stats about how much time the youngsters are spending outdoor. I highly recommend that episode. eyes opening for lots of things that we can change for us and our families and our children, and as well for businesses to do something different and to take all these people out of the office, put them in different environment, and see them from different angle, because sometimes you might be very much surprised what skills some people got in your team that you never even thought about it.
It's definitely a leveler from whether you're the person at the bottom of the chain or the CEO. If you're working in the team together, you'll see that everybody has leadership skills and abilities, and you never know what people are going to have, and they really know how to bring it out. So yeah, fantastic. Our next one, the serial entrepreneur, Mr. Paul Andrews. Wow, what a story.
Kent top man.
Started working in the print mill.
14? No. Was
Yeah,
it 14?
yeah, age
Oh,
14. Age 14 as what he called a grease monkey. So, I mean, how he blagged his way into, or didn't quite go to school at that point and managed to find a job. And he was greasing the bearings on the printing line.
And years
Amazing.
later, he became, I don't know how many
Vice
businesses
president.
he's
He was
running.
vice president of the IT department in
Yes,
some
but
of the
I'm
big.
talking
Wow.
about nowadays, see, because we can't say the whole story, isn't
No,
it, Rich?
no, yeah.
We will stay all day today here. It's about, how he starts, what start he had, and he's multi-business entrepreneur,
Yeah.
a very well-known name in Kent, and maybe not only in Kent, but fantastic, incredible man who is giving.
He gives back more time now, doesn't he?
Yes.
He gives so much time back, particularly for education in the universities and supporting growth and helping people.
And always, again, episode with lots of tips, what to do, how to do your business better. I think it's very valuable and good one.
And we go from one amazing entrepreneur to another. Mr. James Gardner.
Oh, yes. Pleasure. Absolutely pleasure. This is what I'm talking about. Having this podcast is just giving you so much vibes. And after every episode and interview on Saturday, I think I'm flying and I can conquer the world, honestly. It's James. Oh, James, you are just unbelievable.
I think everyone thinks that they can't buy a business. Now, James is a great example of a man who found a way to buy his first business. He was working in a company. That company was successful, and it was eventually sold. But we always imagine when you buy a business, you need like millions of pounds or hundreds of thousands of pounds at least to go out and buy a business. And he shares examples which he's repeated 5 times, buying a business and doing it with somebody else, well, not even somebody else's money, to use the company's money that you're buying to actually fund the buying of the business. And how he does it is absolutely remarkable. If you want to know how to do it, watch the episode because it's absolutely fascinating. And
if you need business advice, you can always find James. There are details on his episode about him, or you can contact us as well. He is unbelievable. And the man that you're going to see on this sofa sitting, again, if you walk on the street or you're in your supermarket, you would never even think that this guy is having 5 businesses. He is mentoring huge amount of people, how and what to do. Fantastic personality.
He just gives of his time and he's so kind. And wow, thank you, James. Really brilliant episode. Now we go to a young entrepreneur.
Yes,
and
we go to
Bulgaria again.
Yes, this is a very quick. Bulgaria got a really good podcaster, George Nenov. He is doing a fantastic podcast already 9 years. I would say
he's probably the Stephen
similar.
Bartlett. He's probably the Stephen Bartlett of Bulgaria.
Lovely guy.
He reached out to you?
Yes, I mean, I'm following him and etc. I'm pretty sure, he sent me a message and he told me about Tsvetan and his app that they are developing and they're doing. So basically, it's helping you with the post-production of the podcasts. And of course, with Richard, we decided to give a go. We are using the app. We're helping them because they're developing and they're doing it better and on a good standards. So we as well helping them to do that with our feedback and our experience on that. And this is how we end up having a chat with Svetan while he was in Paris on a big conference.
Yep.
So it was very interesting video to hear about different points of view. And again, a very young entrepreneur, someone very much business mentality oriented, having great ideas, bringing them to life. And I think he had other business experience as well.
He did, yeah.
Doesn't matter his age, he doesn't stop. And they're a really nice group of people over there who are developing great stuff. So,
and he's probably now not even 20. I don't think he was.
I don't
20?
think. Yeah, no? I don't think.
No.
So yeah, have a listen.
Fantastic. Now, so from one young man, we go to an exceptional young man. So we reached out to Thomas Turner. Now, bless him, he's what, 12, 13?
I'm gonna lie here. I'm not really sure. Sorry, Tom.
Sorry,
I'm really
Thomas,
not sure about the age. Is very much, yeah, it's very young.
But he needed support, and we saw this opportunity to share his story. So he produced a book. In fact, I think he's done 3 books.
3 books he did.
At
he was part
age.
of
it was a competition.
Yeah, it was competition, and basically he needed support. This is what we've seen on LinkedIn. We reached to the parents. We said, would you like us to record something quick and short just to eventually help as much as we can? And this is basically how we did. It's a very short video that we've got with Tom, but this young boy is absolutely adorable. And this year we're going to have him here for a long and much more detailed episode with him. But yeah, he wrote already 3 books. You can find them, I think, on Amazon.
Yep.
And definitely on the episode where we record, yeah, there are the links how you can find him. But his story and the way how he speaks, this young boy, and his vision is, yeah, just amazing. We had so much feedback about this episode from so many different people, and obviously as well we feedback that to him and his parents, and everybody were absolutely I would say, and inspired and happy and empowered, because to see these young people, I don't know, but for me it's giving me that vibe that there is a way and there is something good that.
But I think it shows as well, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can always have a go and do something. And when you look at what he's achieved and what he's done and his energy, and also I think for children, it's great to encourage them. And his parents, John and Claire, have really encouraged him to do what he's doing, and he's got the support of his whole family. And let's hope we'll see him publishing many more books in the years ahead. So our next guest is probably one of the most amazing entrepreneurial accountants I've ever met in my life, Malcolm Palmer. He is. I met him at, again, another networking event. So I think that was a Chamber of Commerce event down here in Kent. His company sponsor the Chamber of Commerce and a lot of their events. He's written several books, and I was talking to him afterwards about one of his books, and I just thought, wow, what an incredible leader. And his examples are phenomenal, and how he encourages young people to come into accounting, how he supports apprenticeships, but how he runs that business is absolutely phenomenal. And A4G Accounting is certainly one of the amazing companies.
For first time ever, I heard owner of business to say that he is more keen to pay one salary extra and to have a person extra, because like that he's giving opportunity to the team and to everybody to do their job, and after that to have the time to think how everything can be improved and can be done better and etc., rather than trying to cut the pay and to put them in that how to say it, like not brackets, but to be very tight on time and everything, so they don't have
they've got
even
the opportunity
any
to
time
learn
to think.
Yeah.
So, and this model worked for him fantastic because his business was developing amazingly. As far as I'm aware, he's stepping back.
Yeah.
But some people, actually, he's got people with him from the beginning, or when he took them as apprenticeships, and now they will lead his business, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's fantastic for any entrepreneur and business owner just to listen his point of view. And I don't know, might work for you, might not, but I never ever had someone with talking about that with this mindset, because always you hear that people want to cut and try to squeeze and etc. This guy said the opposite, and he said that all the money he paid like extra return the investment so much that he wouldn't even change it. And I think this is the way how they carry on all the
Yeah, I
time.
mean, the growth of that business is phenomenal and continues to grow. And we've met actually quite a few of their partners as well,
Yes.
haven't we, over the time? So, yeah, fantastic company, A4G. So, thank you, Malcolm. Great episode. And that brings us to another lady, Katie Powsey.
Yeah,
Now,
lovely.
Katie is a lovely lady, isn't she?
Lovely lady, and me and her, we have so much in common that I can't. We both come from Eastern Europe, different paths, different journeys, but yeah, she is adorable. And actually, very last news from her last night, I've seen that she became an angel for Stronger Together through cancer. This is a great charity that they are joining us next year. Uh, they're doing incredible work. They're supporting business owners in case the worst happen, or in case they are hit with this diagnosis. They're helping and support. And actually, Kathy became a sponsor, a supporter of the charity yesterday, and I was buzzing when I've seen that, because it's amazing. She's having she's having her small coaching business, but she's doing
And that's
so
helping
much.
ladies as well. I mean, one of the things that I think
Mum's guilt,
and that's something that I think obviously affects a lot of ladies, particularly when they're sort of like got young children and maybe they're going out to work and they feel as if they're not giving enough time back to their children, and they don't realize what they are doing and how they are helping. And she helps support the ladies through that. So if you're going through a difficult time and you've got young children and you're worried about how you feel and whether you're giving them enough time, Katie will really help you. So she runs this amazing coaching business, particularly for young mums and for mums particularly to overcome guilt. And what an amazing support, isn't she?
Absolutely. And the next one is one lady that is absolutely, how is the word, power horse?
Yeah, powerhouse. Yeah, the powerhouse of virtual
she is
assistants.
Awesome. Lois Backstops. You are, I haven't seen someone with so much energy. Remember, we did obviously, because she's based in, where was that? Mid UK, Midland.
Yeah, around Manchester way.
Manchester. So it was definitely a podcast that we did virtually, remote. Oh my word! Oh, that excitement, passion, determination, vibes, everything you can get from the monitor, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
She is amazing. Lots of setbacks.
But her resilience through everything was phenomenal.
And what she's doing and how she's improving. And I didn't even know, but then we realized that we've got a friend in common, our lovely Rebecca Shannon.
Yeah.
The Queen of Hearts leadership. Amazing Rebecca. And Lois is another example of the phenomenal work that Rebecca is doing. So how awesome is this, that our circle is getting, first of all, bigger, and second, we start to find all these
people interconnected and already know each other, which is also amazing.
But yeah, for any virtual assistance, help, support, check Lois.
Now, our next guest we met also through Zoe Khan's. So we went to a Zoe Khan's Academy afternoon, which was helping us instructing, and I turned around to talk to this gentleman, Dr. Tim Aker. Wow, what a personality. First of all, the impact when you meet him, he's always dressed incredibly smart. He's just absolutely full of energy and passion. And we started talking to him and we realized that wow, he is such a great communicator. So we needed to find out why he was such a great communicator. And turns out that he's got quite an amazing political past, which was really interesting. Again, you need to watch the episode to find out.
Actually, this is our longest episode, so maybe you need few days, but it's very, but actually quite few people said that they absolutely enjoy it
Yeah,
and found it very, very interesting because it's very much different than usual
it is very
guests
different.
that we had.
Mm.
So it's really interesting.
There's multiple parts, probably maybe four parts of, and so you can watch it in 20 minutes, half an hour, like snippets, but certainly fascinating and full of amazing advice. And actually, something came out of that, didn't it?
Yeah, me and Richard, we end up being part of his first public speaking course, and it was a phenomenal day. That we've been 10 people only, very small
Yep.
group, but I think the perfect number. Um,
And
it
you
was
might wonder as well
incredible.
what qualifies him to be a public speaker, but because he has been an MEP, because he's heavily involved between the media and politics. So he has been interviewed multiple times by some of the toughest journalists, probably in the BBC and ITV. He's been on This Morning and various other chat shows. He's been taught, and the way he speaks and the way he drives speech is really powerful. So for us, wow, that day was such a
Yeah.
learning experience, wasn't it? So we started off, we did a presentation where we had to stand and talk, but by the end of it, we were able to speak with confidence.
Absolutely, yes. It was a great day with lots of things to learn, and yeah, this is just the beginning. He's starting to run many more, and he's going to do some media specifically ones. So yeah, if you're interested, check his episode, check the contact details, and get in touch. And the next guest is one of my ex-colleagues.
Mr. Ian Ironmonger.
Who would thought that I'm gonna have Ian sitting here on the sofa? Honestly, I can't believe even.
So Ian's business is plumbing merchant, so and building supplies. So he'd been working in the plumbing industry to start off with. Then he worked for a major manufacturer of plumbing fittings and pipework parts, and he was their sales director for many years. Very successful. But then he left that business, and then the opportunity came to start his plumbing business, and how he's leading and his story, and also he
It's
talks
quite
about networking. Oh, it's
interesting,
really
yeah,
cool.
because we
Really
talk
cool.
about networking, about connection, about how you never know how your connections can show up and help you in certain moments and what can come through that. So it was very interesting episode, and as well how his story obviously developed as well. It was quite interesting.
Definitely a character, Ian.
Oh
So
yes,
thank you,
big-
Ian. Another great
big
episode for
character.
there. So our next guest, Beth Turner. So she has quite a remarkable story. Starting working in a sports centre, I think doing aerobics and fitness, and then her journey through retail, and then becoming an international speaker. And now she runs an amazing coaching course for showing you how to do presentations and for public speaking. Again,
Communication coach.
complete communication coach, and she has just got such an amazing way. We met her, I think, the first time at Rookie CEO, which was another networking event we went to, and she was one of the speakers that night, and which we were just amazed with her advice, and that led us to inviting her to come on the podcast. And definitely watch her episode because it's absolutely fascinating.
Why I'm smiling.
So the next episode, Mr. Matthew Bridger.
You say how old is he?
So he's a 25-year-old entrepreneur who has got the most extraordinary journey for a 25-year-old. So I think probably one of the most fascinating parts of his story was his working with an MP as an assistant, organising events, which has led him now to running a networking and events business, which means he's travelling all over the world, generally at other people's expense, but opening up doors to
Mm.
him and people around him. And he is so well connected for a 25-year-old. He has got so much energy, but not only has he got energy for an entrepreneurial, but what he does,
He's giving back.
he's
a
giving
lot.
back. So everything that every business he runs, he basically gives a percentage back to charities which he believes in and supports. 21 Together is one of them, which we've been
Yep.
involved with, and we've been
As
to
well,
local
he's
quizzes.
doing a lot with the homeless people.
Yep.
He is having as well now at this time of the year. It's like an initiative for the homeless people.
Yep.
Shoe boxes.
Shoeboxes. Yep.
Unbelievable, Matthew. Honestly, I couldn't believe he could be 25. If you listen his story and his episode, I really want you to send me feedback. What do you think about it? Because for me, it's incredible. Some 25 years old nowadays, they don't know even what they want to do. And this guy achieved so much already. And I'm pretty sure his future will be even brighter. And believe it or not, but this is the episode that hit over 6,000 views already. This is
And
our
it continues to grow.
flying
But then when you
episode.
look and you see what he's achieved, you can see why. Because for a 25-year-old, what an amazing inspiration.
For us, his inspiration. Me
And
and
he-
Richard, we were
yeah.
like, wow, what
he-
we did so far for our age and what he did.
And
It's-
he's also, I mean, he's even got, he's part of a fellowship in London, and he has the Freedom of London, age 25. That is something else. So, yeah, amazing man, young Matthew Bridger. And then that
more.
brings us on to the last episode, which we released just this last week, John Paul Rafferty. What an amazing
We
guy.
love John Paul. This is a fantastic. Honestly, do you know, the other day I was thinking how we met, and with John is obviously I've got personally always I'm competing with him in terms of videos.
Where we go to a
Because-
networking event.
Yes, usually we meet, and I think we met on Networking with Difference. Oh, Nick McGowan, how many times I spoke about your Networking with Difference, but looks like it's making a difference for us.
Absolutely.
Yes, John was there. Really nice guy. You can see that. The way how he talk, and in general is just adorable. And I really can't remember the first one that we've been together and we talk. But what I notice is that, because I love to do like little videos about the event, and he was also as well doing, and he's doing really good ones. And he was always quicker than me. And I remember one of the times we talk, oh, was it at the river one? And I said, I'm going to take your phone because I had something to do after that. So definitely I couldn't make a video straight away. And if I must be honest, I don't want to be in a rush. But we are competing with him. But yeah, joke on aside, and that John is amazing. He came here, he sat down, and we talk about properties, property investment. He's a brilliant owner of.
I think
obviously
it's
owner and co-owner.
Yeah,
isn't
co-owner,
it?
yeah. But it's the innovative way that
Yeah.
he presents property is phenomenal. And I think if you were looking at a house or selling your house, and you used him to sell your house, the way your house would look would be just phenomenal. And he makes it so exciting. And actually, some of the properties they do sell.
The thing is that he's
mind-blowing.
got one estate agent, isn't it? Company
Yep.
that he's got Bluebell.
Yep. Yeah, which he's had for many years.
Properties, yes.
Yeah.
And the other one is
The Rafferty. Yeah. Because of Rafferty.
yes, it's high-end properties. And every time I look his videos, it really reminds me Selling Sunset on Netflix, the series. It's exactly like. And where he found these properties in UK, I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask him. But it looks like UK go absolutely amazing places.
So if
If you are on the
if you need it.
high-end market, yes, you can. He is your guy. Absolutely amazing. And again, it's not only the business he's got; it's the person behind the business that is
Absolutely.
amazing.
Energy and passion is just there, isn't it? Over and over again.
We had quite few more recordings, which will come in the next year, and we are going full how it's called, full
speed ahead.
speed ahead, because we've got great already lineup, and we are meeting more and more people. And once again, I will say, having this podcast bring us fantastic network of people,
Amazing
great opportunities, and help us as well to develop, to work on our mindset, work on our beliefs, and just to do what we love. All we want to say, once again, is to anyone who is listening to us, it's just give yourself a chance to do what you love. It might be your side hustle, it might become your main job, but find the time and do something that you love, because all these guests here are showing us that doing what you love in one or another way is the way to feel fulfilled, content, happy, and to be able to give as well back, because it's not always what we can take, it's all about giving back. And this is the circle that we are in, and this is what me and Richard we love. We never thought where we're going to go or what's going to happen, but when I look back and when I was looking on the list today, I was just thinking, wow, we had incredible opportunities this year to bring the people together, to contact them, and to see how they grow and how they help each other and how their businesses thrive. We are here to connect them.
Absolutely.
And we are here to share these great examples from 10 years old to 110, and to show everyone that everything is possible, because these people changed my mind, and these people show me that this is the reality. It is possible. Surround yourself with the right people.
And it makes such a difference to your life. And do the things you absolutely love. That's the thing. So many people work for so long for bigger companies, but they don't get that feedback. They don't get that positive feeling. And it goes to show that you can start a journey and build something quite remarkable. And actually, from being completely ordinary, you can become extraordinary. And that is something that's super special to me.
Thank you very much for listening us and for being with us the whole year. We will be back next year with many more episodes, many more ideas, and we will love you if you support us, help us in one or another way.
The easiest thing
as
is
well.
to give us a like,
Yes,
for sure.
Sharing what we're doing as well. It's just share with people around you, with your networks. You never know who will find it beneficial.
Definitely. Subscribe to the channel, please. This would be really helpful.
And as well, if you have some spare cash or you want to support us a little bit more, always you can buy us a coffee on the link below. Thank you very much, and see you soon.
See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.